What if I told you that wise people in old age have a rule? There are 6 things they never help with, not even once. Not because they are selfish, not because they don't care, but because they've learned a painful truth about life. They've seen how overhelping can lead to being taken for granted, losing peace of mind, and even being manipulated. And if you're always saying yes to these 6 things, you might be making the biggest mistake of your later years. Oh, the wise know when to step back. The question is, do you? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why protecting your energy is the smartest thing you can do in old age. As we get older, we naturally want to help others, our children, our friends, even strangers. But wise people learn an important lesson. Not all help is appreciated. Not all help makes things better. And sometimes, helping too much can actually hurt you. They've seen how saying yes to everything leads to, being used and taken for granted. Draining your time, money, and energy. People expecting more and more without ever giving back. That's why the wisest seniors set boundaries and refuse to help with these 6 things. And the first one? It's something that too many older people learn the hard way. Thing number 1, lending money to family or friends. Wise people never lend money to family or friends because they know it almost always leads to regret. At first, it seems harmless. Someone needs help, and you have the money. But here's what usually happens. They don't pay it back or take years to do it. They start expecting more money from you. It damages the relationship, leading to resentment and broken trust. The lesson? If you can afford to give money and truly don't expect it back, that's different. But lending money? That's a trap. Wise seniors protect their financial stability first. They know that in old age, every dollar matters. They understand that saying no is not being selfish, it's being smart. And speaking of saying no, the next thing wise people refuse to help with is something that drains their time, energy, and peace of mind. Thing number 2, constant babysitting of grandchildren. Wise seniors never allow themselves to become full-time, unpaid babysitters. Of course, helping family is a beautiful thing. Spending time with your grandchildren can be a joy. But here's the problem. Some parents start relying on grandparents too much. What begins as just once in a while turns into every day. Instead of enjoying retirement, you become exhausted, overworked, and trapped. The lesson? Wise seniors set clear boundaries. They help when they want to, not when they feel pressured. They don't let their children assume they are on call 24/7. They remember that their retirement is their time to enjoy life. Because if you're always babysitting, when do you get to rest, travel, and do what makes you happy? And that brings us to the next thing wise. Seniors refuse to do because it often leads to unnecessary drama and stress. Thing number 3, getting involved in family drama. Wise seniors never insert themselves into family conflicts because they know it only leads to stress and regret. It might be tempting to give advice, take sides, or try to fix broken relationships. But here's what usually happens. No one actually listens, they just want you to agree with them. You end up blamed or caught in the middle. Instead of solving problems, you carry unnecessary emotional weight. The lesson? Wise seniors protect their peace of mind. They refuse to be the family referee. They listen, but they don't take sides. They focus on their own happiness, not other people's conflicts. Because the truth is, most family arguments solve themselves over time without you getting involved. And speaking of protecting your peace, the next thing wise seniors never do is something that drains their energy without any reward. Thing number 4, saying yes to every request for help. Wise seniors never say yes to everything because they know that overhelping leads to burnout. At first, it feels good to be needed. But over time, it becomes a trap. People start expecting favors instead of appreciating them. You become exhausted, constantly doing things for others. Your own needs, health, and happiness take a back seat. The lesson? Wise seniors know that helping others is good, but only when it doesn't come at the cost of their own well-being. They set boundaries and say no when necessary. They don't let guilt control their decisions. They remind themselves that their time and energy are valuable too. Because the truth is, if you don't protect your time, Other people will take it without thinking twice. And that's why the next thing wise seniors refuse to do is something that can lead to deep regret in old age. Thing number 5. Holding on to toxic relationships. Wise seniors never waste time on people who bring negativity into their lives. By the time you reach old age, you've seen enough to know who truly cares for you and who only drains your energy. Some people only come around when they need something. Some people never respect your boundaries. Some relationships bring more stress than joy. The lesson? Wise seniors know that not everyone deserves their time and energy. They distance themselves from negative, manipulative, or selfish people. They choose to spend time with those who uplift and appreciate them. They understand that peace of mind is more valuable than forced relationships. Because at this stage of life, happiness matters more than keeping toxic connections alive. And that brings us to the fine land. Perhaps most important thing wise seniors refuse to do. What would you do in this situation? Let us know in the comments. Thing number 6. Ignoring their own happiness. Wise seniors never sacrifice their happiness for others because they know that life is too short to live for everyone else. For years, they may have put others first, raising children, working hard, and making sacrifices. But now, it's their time to enjoy life. They don't feel guilty for prioritizing their own needs. They stop waiting for the perfect time to do what makes them happy. They embrace the fact that their golden years are meant to be lived, not just survived. The lesson? Wise seniors choose to do what brings them joy without apology. They travel, explore hobbies, and enjoy simple pleasures. They surround themselves with positivity and gratitude. They refuse to let guilt or obligation control their happiness. Because in the end, a life well lived is one where you truly enjoy the years you have left. Now, let's bring everything together. So, here's what wise seniors have learned after a lifetime of experience. They never lend money to family or friends. It ruins relationships. They never let babysitting take over their retirement. They set boundaries. They never get caught in family drama. It's not their battle. They never say yes to everything. They protect their time and energy. They never hold on to toxic relationships. Peace is more important. And most importantly, they never ignore their own happiness because life is too short. These lessons aren't about being selfish. They're about living smarter. Which one of these do you think is the most important? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Because your later years should be filled with peace, happiness, and the freedom to live on your terms. Make the rest of your life the best of your life. That's